Hey YouTube. So I wanted to come to you with a video about the black community. And some of you guys aren't gonna like it. But I wanna be honest. So I don't know if you guys remember this video, and I know it's old, but I'm making a point. So this video is this was the song "I'm Not a Racist" by Lucas Joyner or something like that, and then it was a white guy and a black guy arguing. It was both of their point of views, and then the black guy, he raps and he explains about the black community. You don't know anything about our community. You don't know about Kool-Aid and this and that. And I'm gonna play the video. So go ahead and take a look at it. That way, when I continue to talk, you understand what I'm saying.
When I ain't making no dough, you think you know everything, but you don't. You wanna copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit. This the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people. That's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken or no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 Chainz or no Kool-Aid. You don't know.
Alright, so you saw. And the thing with that is, that's what the black community is now? That's your argument? You had nothing to give but that. So I don't know if you remember, there's a video I did where this guy was after Jussie Smollett, or he believed that Jussie Smollett was a liar, which he is, and he deserves to be roasted and all of that. But in that video, he was talking about black people as being shines in the contest. I still don't agree with that, him being black himself. But it was a point he made in it, and it was sad, but it was true. The black community, or what black culture is not what it used to be. It was one of those, you're proud to be black. It's something beautiful about that. And now, black culture is kind of blended in. It's pretty much hip hop. And the music, the clothes, how we dress, it's becoming, black culture is more of a fad or pop culture now. It's not something that separated us from other groups. So the thing about that is, it's sad to know that our people today, like my generation, Y generation, or millennials, I guess you would say, people in my generation, that's what they know is black culture and world star hip hop and those reality shows. I don't watch those reality shows, but the reality shows with the housewives, and then they fight and whatever, all of that. And of course, ratchetness is now, that word is relegated to black women, and not just any black woman, but someone of my complexion or darker. You can have anyone who's wretched, but it's relegated to people that look like me. And it's sad to say that in many cases, we fit the profile. Like, there's a lot of petty, ratchet, loud, ghetto women. And every culture have its black sheep. Like, every family have its black sheep. Every culture have its group that doesn't particularly represent what the group is supposed to be about. Some extremists, if you would say. Some who take it too far. Same thing in religion. Same thing in race and culture and everything. The fact is, we women and I'm only talking about black women, we need to do a better job of, that show, What Would You Do? And, it's hard because, sometimes we as black women don't like to listen. We're stubborn. But I would say this. When the show, What Would You Do? If you see something wrong, you say something and you stand up. When we see women on this wretchedness, when we see women who are doing things that are wrong, when we see women who are just being trifling and being promiscuous, and we should say something. I mean, it's always going to sound out of pocket when a man tells you, or when someone outside of your group tells you. But we black women, when we see things that are just not right, we really should say something. We really should, because it becomes to the point that it makes us all look bad, because everyone knows in the black community, when one does something, we all are considered to be part of that group. Therefore, we are all bees, and we are all whores, and we all are promiscuous. We all are no good and stupid and wretched and ghetto, no matter how intelligent we are, how long we've been married, how eloquent we speak, how we dress, how we look. We're going to be put in the same bucket with the other apples. So we really, and just black people as a group, men should do the same thing. Men who are leaders. You got the Pookie and Ray Rays out there. When you see those people, tell them. But then again, knowing my people, you can't tell black people anything. They're going to tell you, shut your mouth and do you, and let them do them. That is the way it is. But I would just like to say, we, and we as women, we do this often. We do the whole colorism thing. How light you are, how dark you are. I have natural hair. And if you have natural hair and you're a woman, you probably know. When you go to these videos and you see people getting there and they're telling you about their hair, they're black women, or they could be mixed of some sort. But, they have nice, healthy hair. And we got to get out of that term of good hair, bad hair. And that good hair is only for people who are not fully black. Well, none of us is fully black. I did an ancestry test and I'm 90% black. What do you think the other half is? Well, I have a Native American, 2% Native American, but out of that, what do you think the other half is? So none of us are really all black, but we have to get rid of the whole good hair, bad hair. But to go back to my point, the point that I was trying to make was, when they get their hair done and they're showing you how to do their curls or whatever, there's always somebody in the comments, especially if the person has nice hair. Oh, are you even all black, or this and that? Like, do they not know that black women have different patterns of hair? There are some women who are lighter than me, who are mixed, and their hair is like mine. They're 4C. Very kinky, coily. I don't know if you can see, but my hair, actually, depending on what product I put in it looks different. So, because there's time it's looked even curlier. But the point I'm trying to make is that lets you know that depending on the product, depending on the grade of hair they have, and all those things. I know a girl who's black, and she has very nice, fine hair. But does that make her any less black? But black women have a thing of determining who's black and who's not black based on the color of their skin. And I'm just not getting that. Because back in the day, it was, if you had a little black, you were black, and that was it. And you embraced the black community. Especially if you were part of the black culture of what that was then. But now it's becoming, black culture is becoming distorted. And the people who are trying to do right will now become outliers. And the people who are doing wrong are now the new status quo of what is black and what is not. So now and you see this with police. Police define every black man they see now as the Pookie and Ray Ray, instead of the men like my husband and my father and uncles and grandfathers. Police don't see that. They see a Pookie and Ray Ray. When they see the woman, they don't see someone like my mom or my grandma or me, my aunts. They don't see that. They see Shanae, the loud, ratchet, goofy, purple-haired girl. And that's not everybody, but that's what they see. So we women have to start doing better at teaching our kids. The same way we say that women, who do wrong, the same way we say, like for example, every woman would teach her child religion. A white woman would teach her child, depending on if she is a white supremacist or not, she'll that determines the factor of whether her child learns white supremacy or learns to be a good human being. Black people, that's where do we teach our child how to be wretched or how to grow up and be black women to support black male leaders. So women are the first to teach. And since most of the children in the black community are raised by women, that says a lot about how we, raised by black single mothers, that says a lot about how we are raising our children. If they grew up in a home, if children grew up in a home with two parents, they get a leadership if the guy is a good leader, and then they have the woman. But when they grow up with the woman, they're only getting one style of leadership, and if she's not a good woman, what do you think that child's going to be like? And again, the color thing, and I mentioned the hair, but God, women have decided that light-skinned women are not black enough, and I don't understand that. I have a cousin who is light-skinned and she is black. I have a cousin who's dark-skinned and a cousin who's brown, and they're all black. But it's just amazing that we decide who is black enough. And you don't see black men doing that, determining who's black enough depending on the man's color. So we got to stop that. So I just wanted to point that out. I got some more videos I'm doing, but I just wanted to mention that. We have to get out of that. And maybe if we focus on that, there was one lady, she did an entire video on YouTube about how black men, these black celebrities, are with non-white, non-black women. And they're not all white. Some were Asian, some were Latina. Why does it matter? Do you? But the thing about that is, I'll say, on their behalf, the higher you climb up the ladder, whether you're rich or whether you are a celebrity, the dating pool is very steep. So you're not going to find that many black people that amount up to you in your standards. The dating pool is very small as you become more wealthy. So that's why you can't look at celebrities and say that they are the standard for all black men dating outside of their race, because one, that's not true if you look at statistics, but two, the dating pool is not the same. So I say all that to say, stop doing videos about that. It really doesn't matter who they're with, because truth be told, it's like the guy Phil from the Abide Show. His wife is Native American, and the reason why I'm bringing that up is nothing takes away from his message, nothing. In fact, it strengthens his message, because it shows that there are people that can be part of the black community that you would not normally or typically say that is black, like his wife would be Native American, and they can still promote the true message of what it's like to be black. And he gives a good identifier of how to be black, how to care about your people and not to be crabs in a bucket. So if we learn from that and we get the message, then you're helping your community, because you can be trifling and marry a trifling brother, but you do not help the black community if both of y'all are trifling. You do not. So, all right, that's what I'll have to say. Take it or leave it, like it or not. I don't care, because I'm not trifling. My husband are not trifling. My children are not trifling. My family is not trifling. You do you. I'm doing me. I'm just saying how I feel about it. So we got this black dysfunction is what we have, but we like to call it a black community, and we do need to fix that. So take it or leave it. Sorry about the noise. I wanted to hurry up and get this video out. So deuces.